What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. You know I got another banger for you, so kick back, relax, and come take a ride with your boy. We just wrapped up WNBA Monday. Two great games. We had the Seattle Storm taking on the New York Liberty, a shorthanded Seattle Storm. And then, of course, Caitlin Clark and the Indy Fever, y'all. Playing in front of a packed house, hosting those pesky, those tough, those junkyard dog Connecticut Suns team, man. I gotta say, this was the best game we've seen, I think, as far as like an efficiency standpoint, Caitlin play. She just made all types of great decisions tonight. They fell short 88-84, so they fall to 0-3, but man, the chemistry between her and Aaliyah Boston is building. And what the heck is going on with Nika Mule's freaking visa, y'all? Free Nika Mule, man. Let her hoop, bro. Man, before we get into all of that, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. Join our memberships. We got that exclusive content coming daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Now, let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
There was a lot of headlines and a lot of pressure on this team after having those two huge signings. Now they look like a freaking super team on paper. But on the court, honestly, Skylar Diggins has looked solid. Jewel Lloyd has struggled. Both of them have shot pretty bad the last couple of games. Not going to hold y'all. But I digress. I understand that it takes time to gel. It takes time to build chemistry. And it's still early in the season. It takes time to establish a rhythm. I mean, Skylar Diggins just had a year off. Let's get into the game, though, because the New York Liberty may be the hottest team in the league other than the Las Vegas Aces. So the Liberty beat the Storm 74-63. Leading the way for the Liberty, Jonquel Jones continues to be a dominant force in the paint. 16 points, 8 rebounds. Her and Stewie together, man, is really not fair. Stewie finished with 16 points, 1 assist, 11 rebounds. Sabrina getting it done, 20 points, 8 assists, 1 rebound at the guard spot. Of course, Lainey Hamilton out there as well. She's had a great couple of games back-to-back. 13 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and this team continues to play incredible basketball. Courtney Vandersloot, a very, very quiet game for her, but she only played 23 minutes. And, hey, man, the Liberty just look like they mean business. Too strong, too fast, too big, too talented. Pretty much sums it up from that standpoint. Now, we know that the Seattle Storm were a bit short-handed. No Guamake in this game, who's been their leading scorer, their best player by far. So we know Nika Mule wasn't the only one sitting out. We mentioned they were short-handed. Jewel Lloyd, 13 points, 9 rebounds. She has been rebounding the basketball. She led them in rebounding and scoring. She's been rebounding the basketball incredibly well. I got to give her that. Looking at Sky Diggins-Smith, 8 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, stuff in that stat sheet. And the Storm fall to 1-3 on the season. The Liberty moved to 4-0, and they are rolling. In our second game, man, we mentioned Caitlin Clark, the Indy Fever at home in front of a sold-out crowd, still looking for that elusive first win. Now, I love what I saw out of the Fever, man. We know they're a young team. In my last video, I mentioned Caitlin Clark asking for grace for herself among her teammates as well. But this was a really good game, man. A game of runs for both teams. And I think these teams match up pretty well, seeing them play multiple times now. The Fever held their own on the glass, man. When you're battling those bigs, especially Alyssa Thomas down there, man, like, you got to be physical and you got to be willing to really, really battle on that glass. Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, the chemistry is coming along, man. They should be one of the best 1-2 punches down the line in the future. Two very talented young stars, but the chemistry is definitely building there. I love what I saw from the pick and roll, even late in the game, instead of crashing straight down to the paint, deep into the paint and getting swallowed up. Boston took her time, got fed, and hit a mid-range pull-up to tie this game. Caitlin Clark hit some huge shots, but I love the decision-making we saw from her tonight, y'all. I really love the decision-making. I mean, she's finding players all over the court, not forcing the issue, not turning it over a whole lot. Like, just finding open shooters. Either the team is going to make the shots or they're not. But I think the chemistry's building there. Kelsey Mitchell has finally come to life with this group. So I like what we saw, man. Connecticut is just a freaking juggernaut, to be honest with y'all. But we mentioned they took the win 88-84 on the road. Alyssa Thomas leads the way, yo, 1 assist away from another triple-double. She's insane, y'all. 24 points, 9 assists, 14 rebounds, and don't even have to shoot a jump shot, y'all. What is going on? DeWanna Bonner continues to climb up those scoring ranks, man. Continues to get her respect. Been in the league a while doing what she does. 22 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds for her. Dejanay Carrington, really good game for her as well. 14 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. Of course, she went viral for making things very difficult for Caitlin Clark in their last contest. And like I said, when you're battling Thomas on that glass, you got to come to play, y'all. Now, Leah Boston, 10 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds. Caitlin Clark tied for the leading scorer for this group once again, back-to-back games. 17 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds for her in 27 minutes. And, hey, man, she's figuring it out. It's starting to come together. She's finding the shooters. Shout out to Alyssa Smith, man. She is getting active, taking a big leap this season. 13 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds for her. And then Kelsey Mitchell, man. She's getting healthy, and she's looking good out there. 17 points, 5 assists for her. Quiet night for Erica Wheeler. And she's really had a slow start to the season, man. 6 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds for her. But they need Mitchell. They need Wheeler to really be the leaders for this group. And I love the aggressiveness we saw from Mitchell, man. She was getting to that cup, getting those paint touches, and getting it done, man. So salute to her. Man, it ain't right what's going on with Nika Mule, though, y'all. They got to free her, man. I'm trying to see the rookie play. I think they could have used her tonight even, man. Her defense, her passing, her playmaking ability, and her ability to shoot the three-point shot, man. I think the Storm will get it together. The Fever are coming together. You can literally see the improvement game from game, man. Like, they are getting better very, very fast. And I really like this group, man. They've got a nice blend of vets, also anchored by some young talent as well. They're versatile. They've got size. They've got capable scorers in the backcourt, Mitchell and Clark. Clark is figuring it out, man. It's all coming together for her, I'm telling y'all. We knew this was going to happen. We knew there would be growing pains, obviously. But she's accelerating rapidly game after game, creating space, using the pick and roll, not forcing things, man. Not throwing those lackadaisical passes that's been getting picked off. This was a good game. I think the Fever have a lot to take away from this game. I'm going to be honest. Obviously, the Sun do too, because it's hard to beat a team more than once. But the Fever should feel good about this, man. I know there's no, moral victories, and nobody's going to be happy with losing. But I'm just saying, from a standpoint of just improvement, steady improvement, I think they got a lot to be proud of, man. I think this team is going to be a force in the next few years, man. But it's going to take time. Their main core is pretty young, and a lot of these players haven't learned how to win yet in the WNBA. We're talking about we know what their record was, but the energy, the attendance, the hype, the crowds, hey man, they got the full support of Indiana. So it'll be exciting to see. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments about all the latest and the greatest. And let me know, man, what teams we should be talking about. What is the upside with the Indiana Fever? How many games will they win this year? When will Nika Mule play? We need answers, y'all. Y'all holler at your boy. Let me know how y'all feel. Will the Seattle Storm get it together? Will that big three stay on the court, be healthy, and flourish together? I don't know. Y'all holler at me. That's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. I don't think it's time to panic yet, Seattle fans. Until next time, we out.